What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to Indicamonique's channel. I did ask you guys in my community tab, like, what kind of videos do you want to see? Some of the girls were saying beauty content, and y'all know I love a good face beat. I love a good look good, okay? One lip gloss that I literally wear in almost every video is the NYX Butter Gloss and Fortune Cookie. This is my OG. Like, if you guys know, you know. This goes with everything. Anytime I put a brown lip liner with Fortune Cookie, it's gonna eat and it's gonna go there. Back then I used to honestly barely ever wear like just nudes all the time. I was young and wild and I would wear almost any lip combo, but nowadays I'm very grown, very mature with it, and I keep it at a nice nude. So if you guys have not tried the NYX Butter Glosses before, you need to try them. Y'all see that? It is the perfect nude. Today we have an interesting one. This is the Brown Girl Jane Chalet fragrance. Y'all, she just came right on out. She said we're ready. Honestly guys, y'all know how I feel about Brown Girl Jane, okay? I love a Brown Girl Jane fragrance. Ever since I tried Carousel a few years ago, was it 2 years ago or something like that, fell in love. I tried Casino, loved it. I still feel like Carousel was my favorite out of the two. I felt like with the Casino, it was a little bit, I don't know, I feel like I liked the opening a little bit more than the dry down, but it definitely was like a sweet type of coffee scent. So if you love a coffee fragrance, definitely check out Casino from Brown Girl Jane. But this is Chalet. Now Chalet is supposed to be like a cozy wooden cabin. You know, you're out, you're on a trip, and you're in that comforting cabin. And yeah, I think that's what the word is supposed to mean. I think whenever I read this on Sephora, I was like, oh, okay, that's cute. Okay, this says this rich chocolate perfume becomes part of your skin with incredible depth. Sweet white chocolate truffle meets deep dark cocoa, brightened by champagne and plum, soft jasmine and vanilla wrapped around warm sandalwood, creating a close, intimate scent that draws people in while projecting beautifully. And I was like, oh, that is so cute. That sounds really cute. So I love how normally their bottles are, or the boxes for the packaging is like red. But I like how they did this like dark brown. Y'all, I've been so into brown, as you can see by the nail. Been in my brown girl era. I'm ready for fall, all the things. I'm gonna read the notes that are on the side of the box and we're gonna get straight into it. We have white chocolate truffle, Chalet plum, champagne accord, dark cocoa, winter white jasmine, snowflower, cashmere vanilla, santal wood, and crystallized patchouli. Yeah, so when I read that there was patchouli in here, I was like, oh, ooh, we shall see what the patchouli gives. Now, I did spray this fragrance once before, and yeah, we're gonna get into it. So let's see what she gives on paper. Let's pull out the tester strips. So I'm gonna spray it. I knew I was gonna like it. Now, if you were curious, I did make a video on the Kayali chocolate oud. I'm not sure if this is gonna be up before or after. It depends on how the videos get posted. But if you're looking for a chocolate fragrance, go Chalet. This is a chocolatey fragrance. It is like definitely white chocolate, and you can smell that there's chocolate in here, but it's not overwhelming either. I feel like this is beautifully balanced. It is blended so well. I feel like the same thing that I'm getting on paper is what I'm getting on my skin as well. It is very pretty, very pretty. Honestly, when I smelled this, I almost got something that gave me like an ice cream cone. Not ice cream, but it had that like milk chocolatey vibe. But imagine that, but like the cone like crunched into that as well. And it's so sweet and it's a little creamy. I feel like I don't heavily pick up on like the florals, like the jasmine. Even on the dry down, I feel like I don't pick up on that as much. Now you're probably asking me, girl, okay, what about that crystallized patchouli? I don't get that either. Surprisingly, I don't pick up on patchouli. I don't pick up on anything that's like earthy or green or nasty. This is so beautiful. I feel like I like this more than I liked Casino. And mind you, I love a good coffee fragrance. I love coffee. Starbucks girl all day. But this is just nice. This is very creamy. Do I feel like it is a little boring to some? Maybe it might be, but this is honestly me. This is for the girls that want something that is actually gourmand, not something that is supposedly going to be gourmand, or something that was going to lean gourmand but it doesn't really lean gourmand. No, this is for the gourmand girls. It definitely smells like white chocolate. What else do I feel like I pick up on? Do I feel like I pick up on lemon champagne? Not really. It does feel like a little light and uplifting, but honestly not something that makes me feel like this is like very bubbly or like very fruity. I definitely feel like I pick up on a lot of the chocolate and the dark cocoa. that makes it like a little powdery sweet. Not powdery in a vintage way, but like just a powdery, chocolatey, sweet, soft, sensual scent. I don't know, maybe it's the cashmere that just makes it like warm and inviting. This gives me very cozy vibes. This gives me like, yes, this gives me exactly what you think I'm saying. Very comforting, relaxing, cuddled up. You're watching movies. It's low lit, dim vibe. You got your blankets, your socks on. Yes, we have the socks on. When it's cold, we have the socks on. But it's just very nice, you guys. Now, I feel like with Casino, I loved it at first and then it became more of a light. But I feel like I really hope that doesn't happen with this one, because I will definitely upgrade to a big bottle of this one just based off of my thought feelings right now. This is what we needed. Like for the girls that have been looking for a gourmand chocolatey scent that is not too much, because this is not too much either at all. It's just so beautifully blended together. Everything is done to perfection, honestly. I just feel like I get something that's like a, not a cracker, but yes, like cone crunchy vanilla, but it's sweet and creamy and vanilla and warm. Oh my gosh, y'all, this is beautiful. I don't pick up on the patchouli. I don't pick up on heavy florals. Like sometimes when a fragrance is supposed to be gourmand, it leans way too floral than it's supposed to be, and it's like, man, that's not what this was. That's not what we signed up for. This is not that. This is literally what you would expect. Yes, I can just see me loving this down in the fall, winter time. Like this is gonna be amazing. This is like that fresh out the shower. You're watching your movies, finished everything that you were supposed to do, everything on the to-do list done, and now you're just relaxing and you smell good. I feel like if I was your man, I want to be next to you. I feel like men will like this scent. I feel like it's very like sexy. Brown Girl Jane, we need to talk, because this is amazing. You did your thing. You stepped on the next with this one. And honestly, the packaging for this is just exactly what this is, like that dark brown vibe. Honestly, brown is the new black. For the fall time, I love me a good brown outfit, and honestly this just matches that vibe. It gives really bougie still, but just sweet. I feel like this gives you a little bit of like a sexy date night, not if you're gonna go somewhere crazy, but this is more of like intimate, and you just smell really nice, you guys. Like I'm gonna have to get a big bottle. I'm gonna have to get a big bottle. The big size of this is 102, which isn't bad. And yeah, y'all, I just love this way more than I thought I was going to. Out of a lot of fragrances that I've tried recently, and y'all know sometimes I get a little disappointed, this one is honestly a really, really strong love. I'm not surprised. Leave it up to Brown Girl Jane to do it right. This is up there close with Carousel. I love Carousel. It gives me like this very caramelized cotton candy apple festival type of vibe. It's deep. It has like a cherry smoky leather dry down, and this is like right up there with it. Sexy, chocolatey, creamy. It's not milky, but it's very creamy. Honestly, you guys, I just want to keep smelling this. Like this is one of those fragrances where you're gonna want to keep sniffing it, and that's what I'm saying. I feel like men will love this. They're gonna want to smell you. They're gonna want to smell this. I hope she doesn't change, because yeah, come the Sephora savings event, this will be full sized immediately. If you have not gotten your nose on this one, because honestly I didn't even know this one was coming out. I was on the Sephora app just minding my business, doing some scrolling, and I was like, oh, Brown Girl Jane, here she come again. And honestly, just perfect timing, because it's exactly the fragrance that I want to be wearing for this time. Like it is like mid-September-ish. We're getting into mid-September. This is what I want to wear. I've drifted away from those really summery scents, and I want to smell very gourmand, but not in a heavy way, because it's not yet that temperature here where this can be, where I can have a fragrance that's really gonna knock somebody out. I feel like this is the perfect balance. It has those like florals in there, but I don't get them that much. And like I said, y'all, don't let that patchouli scare you, because I don't get it, honestly. If I smelled patchouli, I'm gonna tell you I smell patchouli. Is it something that adds a little bit of depth towards the dry down? 100%. Like this has a little bit of depth to it. That's why it gives you such a sexy vibe, but honestly not in a way that is bothersome. I've had patchouli fragrances that I'm just like, I cannot deal with the patchouli. This is definitely not that type of fragrance. So definitely get your nose on it. Try out a travel size. See how you feel. If you love gourmands, if you love chocolate, if you love those type of like sweet, cozy, comforting smells that you just put on after the shower or like after your day to day, this definitely can be worn in the daytime. I see this being perfect for a nice evening vibe. And you have your like sweet smell, and it's just very cozy and comforting, and you're just like cuddled up, reading a book, watching a movie, doing whatever, and you smell good. That is this y'all. So if you've tried it, please be sure to let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. I would love to know how you guys feel about this one. If you have not, like I said, I really hope that you do get your nose on it. If you're a girl that loves gourmand fragrances or anything really sweet, I think you're gonna love it. There's a lot more fragrances, so your girl gotta cut it short, but I hope you guys enjoyed. Be sure to subscribe, like, all the good things, and until then, catch my next one. So bye.